Hi everyone. It's been a couple weeks now since I've put the 3 pineapples into the flow through, and I figured I'd give it a couple weeks instead of a week. A week seemed, not long enough, and 2 weeks would work out just right. Enough for the things to start decomposing, and I don't think it'd be much after a week. But I just took the cover off. I use a pair of pants to cover it to keep the moisture in. So let's have a look to see what's going on in there. And as you can see, there are lots of worms all over this. I guess it did decompose pretty quick. I didn't think it would. They're up on top of the well, that's the bottom of the pineapple. The top there, there's a couple. There's one right there. So they're on top of it. I don't expect it to break down that quick. Isopods in there. I have a good deal of isopods in this bin also. There's worms down there. This was part of the probably part of the core. I know that was the core right there. I'm not too sure what that pile was there, but they're all into that. There's some isopods over there on the paper towels. There's one right there. So yeah, this thing broke down pretty quick. Well, that's interesting. Over here, this whole thing is covered with mites. And that is... that is the pineapple facing upwards on that. And I wanted to move around a little bit here. I moved that just to see what was underneath it. All sorts of worms. So the meaty part seems to go pretty quick. The core and pineapple itself. I'm not too sure what's underneath there. I'm going to leave that one alone. But there's thousands, if not millions, of mites. The thing is just covered. I know the camera doesn't do justice with that, but all those little specks you see, those are mites. But that's part of the breakdown process. What I want to do is to flip this one over that's facing downwards and behind here and see what that looks like. That is covered. That is covered with mites also. As much as the other one. So let me flip that over and let's take a look underneath there. And right underneath there's a huge pile of worms right there. So they like the moisture there, but the meaty part of it they haven't touched like they did over there. That is still pretty well intact, but they are underneath here. So that's interesting of why they didn't touch that. Otherwise, it's not too bad smelling. The first week or so it was, even with the pants covering it. It let out, it smelled like pineapple. It wasn't too bad, then it smelled like rotten pineapple. And now it's not bad. I mean, putting my face down here is kind of, you know, not exciting to smell, but, you know, most of the smells are kept off, well, kept out of the room with the pair of pants that I put on top of this, but, yeah, that's a look. Things are breaking down, decomposing. Just have to wait. Maybe next week we'll take another look, seeing it broke, you know, decompose that quick. Next Tuesday, yeah, next Tuesday we'll take another look at this. I'll leave it the way it is and see what they do with it. I'm not going to move it back or anything. I'll just leave it the way, you know, sitting right here, and see what happens with it. There's mites, there's worms on it, and we'll take another look to see what goes on. If that does decompose, then I'll move it away and look underneath the bottom of that, like where all these worms were. So that's a quick look. See what's happening with the pineapple. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you're new, please subscribe, leave a comment, and have a good day. Thanks for watching.